8 runners lined up for the Bet365 Fillies Mile, and they're away. Out fast, far side classical song with going forward, See the Fire. Now Brilliant is taking over from all of them with Seaward close up, and on the outside Shuwari racing keenly forward, followed by Cortu looking Ylang Ylang, and a bit fresh early Ambiente Amigo at the back of the field. So Brilliant adopts the pacemaking role here from Seaward in second. Shuwari on the near side of See the Fire, then Classical Song, followed by Cortu looking Ylang Ylang, the dark blue jacket, and slightly detached now is Ambiente Amigo. Heading on then down the centre of the racecourse and approaching the 4 furlong marker and therefore the halfway stage, and Brilliant is now loose on the lead. Has gone 4 or 5 lengths clear of Seaward second. Shuwari in the red jacket on the right. Ylang Ylang is getting a little bit closer from See the Fire, far side Classical Song, then Cortu looking and Ambiente Amigo. Brilliant still leads the way. Can they catch the leader? Still a long way to go. Brilliant chased by Seaward. See the Fire on the left. Shuwari's under pressure, so too Ylang Ylang. Brilliant is coming back to the field, about to be swallowed down by See the Fire and Shuwari. These two battling on past the early leader. Ylang Ylang slightly distracted there. See the Fire is leaning across towards the stand side, challenged all the while by Shuwari, and then Ylang Ylang as they meet the rising ground. See the Fire near side Shuwari. Ylang Ylang stays on far side, dark blue jacket. Shuwari on the near side. Ylang Ylang on the far side. See the Fire between them, but it's Ylang Ylang this time. Ylang Ylang wins the Fillies Mile from Shuwari, See the Fire, and running on Classical Song.
Ryan Moore has just ridden yet another Group 1 winner. For a while, Ryan, it didn't look like it might happen when there was a little bit of trouble in running for Ylang Ylang.
Yeah, I think her experience helped her out. We went a good solid tempo. I started on the outside with plenty of room, and as we came to make our challenge, the two fillies, they've wandered, and I've had to sort of just try to keep her momentum and keep her going. When she hit the rising ground, there was never any doubt really. And look, we've always thought a lot of her, and things didn't go right in the Moy Glare, and the last day it was nice to give her the run here, and she showed the benefit of that today. And I think things went against her today, so I think she can be better, and I'd look forward to her maybe when she steps up and trips slightly next year.
When you say things went against her, how inconvenienced was she by that? I mean, trying to work out what it would have cost her to have that interference.
Well, look, you don't know exactly, but I say things weren't as smooth as I would have liked them to have been. But she was able to find enough to get the job done, and we look forward to her from now on.
And next season, imagine Aidan probably want to start her off over a mile and build her up, but does she feel like the sort of filly who would really come into her own over a mile and a quarter and a mile and a half?
Yeah, I don't think going a mile and a quarter would be any trouble. Mile and a half, you wouldn't know, but look, she's already a Group winner at 7 as well, so I think the mile suited her well, and I think somewhere between probably 10 would probably be a most suitable distance, perhaps.
Would I be unfair in trying to ask you to compare her with Opera Singer?
Look, Opera Singer was very impressive, but this filly did beat her. So.
And last thing, just a word about the ground for City of Troy tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably good to soft, not soft. Hopefully it'll stay dry.
Cheers, Ryan. Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers. Well, Aidan O'Brien, just after organising the photo for Ylang Ylang after that win. Free to chat to us now, Aidan, but let's get your first reaction to that performance, considering how it all went when a couple of horses drifted and she had to overcome that.
Ryan gave her a brilliant ride, Rishi, as always. Very calm and very collected. The last day he gave her a beautiful ride. He educated her. He was very happy after getting off her what to do with her. Obviously she ran a bit keen in the Moigler because she made the run her first twice, but when her chance was gone, Ryan looked after her, and then obviously came back here for an education. And the way the race worked out, when anyone that dropped in found it very hard to get into the race, but Ryan was delighted with her. He said, come back here for this race. Rachel rides her out every day, does a wonderful job with her. Keith is in charge of her. Listen, brilliant. She's a filly really to look forward to. Obviously, when her season got interrupted like that, she wouldn't have been at her 100% best today, because she was kind of coming here more for education for next year, more than today being the be all and end all. But I thought Ryan was brilliant when we got a little bit rough and we got a little bit bumpy, and he still didn't panic, and he still knew when to really ask her for the final effort. But actually very impressive, I thought, the way everything went really.
After those first 2 wins and the run in the Moyglare, how much of a challenge is that to overcome, to get her to change tactics, change her attitude in a race?
Yeah, well, we knew the first twice we would have preferred to get a lead, and when that's the way she thought when she went races, she was to make the running, and obviously it's often a disadvantage when it happens, and obviously it happened in the Moyglare. She just jumped and the ground was soft and she wouldn't come back, but the great thing about it was Ryan was riding her, and he knew very quick what was going to happen, and he accepted it and looked after her. So obviously then we didn't want to finish the year on that type of run. We didn't want to go into the winter thinking that she didn't know whether she was coming or going. So that's why we came back here the last day, and we were very happy with her when she came back, and Rachel was very happy with her. When Ryan said this was the made race for her, if everyone is happy, and so we are today. And but listen, she's very exciting, really.
Is she done for the season?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's because it went tricky in the middle. She would have it would have been tough on her. So she's really to look forward to next year. And looking at her today, she should have no problem starting in the Guineas and getting the Oak strips, you know. So listen.
How does she compare to Opera Singer? Opera Singer.
Oh, Opera Singer, sure, we saw what she did the last day, and she got beat the first time, but was coming from the back and learnt a lot, and then went on and won, you know. So they're very smart fillies, you know. Opera Singers by Justify, and it justifies when they go past the furlong marker, they just take off when you're going 7 and go to a mile, and whatever it is about them, that's the way they are, you know. So, but they're very classy, aren't they, really?
They are indeed. Well done, Aidan.
Thanks, Richie.
Subscribe to Racing TV's YouTube channel now to watch more great races like this.